Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review with a brand new beer from Lidl in Lidl's Beer Festival. And I need to turn off the notifications. Yeah, that's going to happen. So let me just do this and turn the notifications off, because what happens is somebody comes on and starts playing silly buggers. So yeah, this came out last Thursday it would be now, in Lidl. It's from Loch Lomond Brewery, Scottish brewery. They quite regularly have new beers in at Lidl, to be fair. Kveik IPA, 5% alcohol content, so not too strong on the on the ABV, which at this time now is probably a good thing, to be fair. So it says Kveik IPA with Citra. Okay, so juicy citrus fruit aroma, grapefruit flavour, bitter and refreshing finish, unfiltered for maximum flavour. Keep chilled and drink fresh. See bottom for the best before. So it was canned on the 19th of the 7th, so only a month ago, not even a month, couple of weeks ago really, so not long out in the can. Best before end of 19th of the 7th, 2022. So a year's date on it, which these days for cans, I mean, if you think about old-fashioned beers, the stuff in cans had quite a long date on it. Generally these days, the stuff that the craft beer cans generally don't seem to have long dates on. So interesting it is. Odin's beard, I love. Good evening again, Adam. 4 bricks. It's crap in it. It is. Good evening, Benjamin. This is where the internet's dead weird. YouTube, because there's 2 people on and it says 1 person, and then it actually went down to 0 people. Don't understand it. I really don't. So let's pour this out. Oh, I was knackered. Good evening, Kevin. Oh, there we go. Mrs. Wagger sneaking in the back door. Yeah, you never know. So, new from Lidl. Oh, or new at Lidl, rather, not from Lidl. Hazy. What colour would you call that? I'd call it like a golden pour. Gets really hard these days. You know, with some of the colours of these beers. Like I say, I love the reference, the Marvel reference, Odin's beard. Being a fan of Marvel films, I do like that. Yeah, let's hope it gives some good twang to it. So yeah, new in at Lidl. You should be able to get it from Lidl's all the way across the country, both in England, Wales and Scotland. Although Scotland, to be fair, got the better range of Lidl beers, as they generally tend to anyway. And the funny thing is, the people in Scotland actually want to try some English beers. And the people in England want to try the Scottish beers. And what do? They bang more English beers in there. Good evening. So, like it says, good grapefruit aroma on this. Yeah, the Viking. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, and being Norwegian and all that. Yeah. I mean, Kveiks do seem to be one of the yeasts that are certainly used a lot these days. And 5%, let's dive in. So Kveik, it's a Kveik IPA, but it's got Citra as well, which is kind of thing on the back. As you can see on the back, it does say Citra. I'm surprised they're using Citra with it. I thought Kveik on its own. Well, Kveik's the yeast, isn't it? Is it? Yes, it is. Citra's the hops. Yeah, I do forget sometimes. Been walking up and down with bloody Nessie juice. I know, yeah. I've been walking up and down with a mower all day. The brain's frazzled. So really flavourful, really got some bite in them first mouth, you know, the first bit you put in your mouth, it's really fizzes round. Oh. So I just checked my steps earlier. I've done 33,000 steps for the day. So it works out to 20 something kilometres and basically 15 miles, pushing a bleeding mower. Yeah, Bolton, he says he brewed, Bolton Wonder, who comes on here, he brewed with Kveik yeast. And apparently the temperature can good evening. Oh, bonjour. And hello, Darren. Very well, thanks, yeah. Legs are killing, but I'm ready for an hour in the hot tub just to chill out, as you do. So yeah, hazy pour. Still not heard nothing about October's Beer Festival. The tickets, they, as far as I know, it's definitely. You reckon 5 beers? You know, I better restock. I told the wife that. Say I burnt off 5 beers today. Yeah, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what you do burn off, doesn't it? And you know, because I do it all every day now. Well, not every day, that many, but most days I'm walking silly. Most days I'm above 20,000, and it's not much in it. You shop, and it does make you wonder. I'm now fitter now than I've ever been, and I tell you what, it shows because you know when like I drove to Blackpool the other day. Normally, if I drive three hours, I'm absolutely knackered at the end of it. I drove for 3 hours, totally fine. It's amazing how when you push your body gets used to it. You can do more and more and more. And I mean, I was never a slouch anyway. But yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, lots of weddings. 4 at both sites this week. So I've got to get both sites looking tip-top. And yeah, hopefully I might snag a meal out of one of them. I haven't had a meal yet. Thought I was going to get something to eat today, but did I, Bob? Yeah, oh well. You live in there, don't you? Not yet. No, they can't work out how to get the cask to work. So I don't know how to do that because I know how to do a pressure barrel because I've got one here. But apparently the fittings that go to the cask, there's something missing from the fittings. So yeah, so there's 2 barrels of Raggy's Golden Ale sat there, and no one can have any of it yet because no one can work out how to bloody thingy it up. So yeah, some they're missing out on some good beer. Nettle beer. Not sure I'm a fan of nettles, to be honest, but I've actually got somewhere, I don't know where it is, I've got some, I think it's dandelion wine that the lady, the chef at work made me. Oh yeah, we've got loads of nettles at work. Yeah, bloody things. I hate them. Yeah, I think it might be something that I look into at some stage. Actually having a pump in the shed. Because I know Hugh Kelly, Hugh the beer kid, I know he has got a pump in his shed. The Lefty Bearded Wanker Tavern, or whatever he calls it. That's basically his beer room with a pump on. And I know he's got a pump in there. And I think he was in the brewery trade anyway. I think he actually had his own brewery at one stage, little microbrewery. So I know he knows what to buy to set it up, to even run off a pressure barrel like I've got. But then you got to mess about cleaning the lines and all that stuff. So am I bothered about that? Probably not so much. But yeah, it'd be an interesting thing to have a pump. It would, if only for like a show thing, you know. Or when you've got a party on, doing that sort of business. So yeah, a nice tasty grapefruit with this. I'm not offering pumping a shed. Yeah, yeah, not that type of pump. But yeah, nice tasting beer. Definitely one to try. When I seen it in um, Lidl, I had to get it. And to be fair, there was a good amount in Lidl this time, and my local Lidl actually had most of the range in. There was one missing that I would have wanted to try. I can't remember what it was called. I'm sure it says pink something, but I'm not 100% sure. But most of the beers were in. The ones that I wanted to try. I mean, the King Goblin was there, but I mean, I've drank that hundreds of times. So there's only so many times you want to drink one particular beer. But yeah, Loch Lomond, I'm happy about this. I did get a few more. I can't remember what I got now. But yeah, some decent beers. A wooden beer barrel that holds 120 pints. Put that live chat back on. £80 second hand. Fair play there. So what are you going to do? You're going to actually brew 180 pints. Wow, that's a lot of beer, that is. I mean, the only thing to do is for wine, that'd be amazing. Imagine putting wine in that. Brewing a load of wine. Because wine in barrels, you can just pour it and you don't need to worry about air getting in or anything. With beer, once you crack open a barrel, you've only got an amount of time before you, unless you use you use CO2 and all that, before it starts going funny or flat, basically. I need to get that apple and mango when it's ready into a pressure barrel, and that'll sit in there for about 6 months, and I'll let it just age in the barrel. Apple and mango wine, that is. Nice bite on this around the mouth as you're drinking. Subtle grapefruit, juicy, citrusy. Yeah, it's a nice quaffable beer. It's only 5%, so it's easy going. And to be fair, it's quenching a first. I don't know what it is last few days. I had a right first. Hopefully it's not COVID. But I think it's bloody just work and a Blackpool Pleasure Beach for 2 days. But sitting at work looking at these people going in and thinking, yes, swine's good drinking beer, and I'm here working. But yeah, nice hazy beer. It's amazing these days how it's all changed with beers. There was a time where you wouldn't get hazy beer, and nowadays it tends to be the standard now, where a lot of beers are unfined. And it's drinking lovely, for the price you pay for it. It's a nice beer. Tastes decent. Can't fault it, really. I would think it's something like £1.69, something along them lines. I mean, the beers from Lidl were cheap, and I do like to review a lot of supermarket beers and the cheaper supermarket beers. Why? Because a lot of people can't afford the expensive craft. I mean, yeah, I have paid anything up to 15 quid for a bottle, but a lot of people can't, and I'm always wary of that. A lot of people can't, and also won't, pay silly prices for beer, and so you're wary of that. And let's be fair, and also that the stuff in supermarkets is the stuff that's drank by a good 70% of the population. Whereas the stuff that's brought from craft breweries or breweries around the UK, ordered, generally, it's only like 20-30% of the population doing that. Most people, and to be fair, most people are buying bloody Fosters and Carling and Stella and all that. Yeah, £1.60. You can't fault it, can you? I think it was £1.69 anyway. Easy going, drinkable. Loch Lomond, a lot of these Scottish breweries, are doing stuff now better than what the likes of Brewdog are doing. Loch Lomond, Stewart Brewing, Williams Brothers Brewing. There's quite a lot of decent Scottish breweries. 71 Brewing as well, nearly forgot them. And it's good to see that it's not just Brewdog getting all the bloody praise these days. Although Brewdog have got some, with all that, what happened at Brewdog recently, they've got some catching up to do, you know, with all their ex-employees not very happy with them. We all need competition. Competition brings the best out of people. It's like beer reviewing. Having a beer reviewer who's actually really, really good, and you look at him and you think to yourself, shit, I need to up my game. And it's the same with brewing beers, it's the same with all of it. Competition's good. Someone to come along and say, right, this is how I'm doing my reviews, and you're like, oh, and you know, it gives you the kick up the arse you need. As a website, I'm a webmaster of a gaming website, and to be honest, I don't pay it as much as I need to attention to this. And competition, back in the day, we were massively competitive, and everyone was trying to be the best, you know, trying to get their names on the biggest websites in the world to try and get more people visiting. And competition is a good thing. That's why supermarket price wars always a good thing. Good thing for us in the end. Good evening. How are you, matey? Yeah, as for Robin Hood Beer Festival, still not heard nothing. It's definitely going ahead because they posted about the glass design last week. So Loch Lomond's Odin's Beard. It's a Kveik IPA. So Kveik is the yeast, Citra is the hop. So grapefruit, juicy citrus grapefruit is what you get really. And there you go, hazy, a touch of grapefruit on the nose. It's more citrusy than grapefruit, to be fair. Certainly grapefruit. You can certainly taste the grapefruit. Yeah, it is nice. It's very easy drinking, only 5%, but very, very quaffable. You can put the beer into the barrel then. 120 pint barrel. That's some flipping barrel, that is. Yeah, that is some barrel. 8% lager. There's some nice high strength lagers out there. They're not all for the pissy arse people in the world, you know. Some of the lagers are well worth a punt. So I'm going to end this review so I can come back with 2 more. Hopefully not get a bollocking off the wife, as you do. So, hazy, I would say it's hazy, orangey-ish looking pour. It looks golden orange. It's definitely really bloody hard to say colours these days. Little white head. And like I said, citrus on the nose, touch of grapefruit on the nose. Definitely a touch of grapefruit in the taste. Very easy drinking. 5%. Loch Lomond Brewery at Lidl in their beer festival, and for me a good 4.3 out of 5. Very drinkable, very easy drinking, not in your face grapefruit either. For people that don't like grapefruit, it's not in your face, but it certainly quenches the thirst. Right, back with another review. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon. Cheers.